Hello, good morning. I'm going to the lightest spot in the house to say hello to you. My boyfriend just made me coffee, which is going down a treat. It's very caffeine-y though. It's full caffeine. He didn't have any decaf and he didn't tell me until I'd drunk a third of it. So I've got to watch out because I've got 2 auditions today. Let's take 2. Let's try and have some actual auditions today. Now, I was supposed to be going directly to university from here, but he's looked at his schedule and now it's easier for him to drop me home. So we're going to go in under an hour. It's I don't know what the time is, 7 something. At the moment, it's early considering we had a late rehearsal last night. The rehearsal went very well anyway. My dad and Jim enjoyed it, I think. Went through it all, yeah. It's coming on great, so we'll be ready for our club coming up. Yeah, so got to go home, and that's good really because I was going to be at uni so early. It was just going to be a matter of, right, go and find somewhere to do some editing and desk work and stuff and use the time. So I don't want to over practice because I want to keep quite fresh for my audition if possible. Auditions. But if I go home, I can have a shower, you see, because I was going to have to sort of wait it out till I got home and I was feeling slightly manky. I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I like to go fresh for things like this, you know, have a shower and that, so I'm pleased about that. I'm not really quite awake yet, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, right, I'm going to go wake myself up. I'm going to sneak a little bit of language learning in. And he's already working in his office. One thing that we did last night in our rehearsal that we hadn't really done before is normally Jim will throw in songs that are unaccompanied at our club thing that we do. He just sings on his own. And I said, well, come on, let's see if we can work out a backing for it. And we did. And he's doing 2 of the songs that are his. And yeah, we've worked out little backing and arrangements, and so he's not singing unaccompanied now. It's more unified. I prefer it. You know, if we're a band, we should be a band, not taking it in turns to do solos, frankly. So I'm pleased about that. I like to show a good united front on these things. And he's also taken on one of our songs. He's taken the singing off Dan, our Black Velvet Band, something like that Dan normally sings. Dan says, I'm not in the slightest bit precious about that. You're welcome to sing it. So he's singing that with our arrangement that we normally do. So good, more integration. And I dad pick the tune sets out as well. So we got 2 dad tune sets. We know them anyway, so it's all fun. Right, so I'm going in here. I'm going to get my iPad out and do 10 minutes of language learning. Maybe 20. I'll have a look at the clock, see how much time I got. I've got quite a bit of time, to be honest. Horror of horrors, my stylus is not in this pencil tin. It quite often hides by magnetising itself to the roof there. I'm going to have a quick look in my other pencil case. Please be in the other one. Please be in the other one. Oh, I was a bit tired by the end of the night, so I might have put it in the wrong place. Is that where it could be attached magnetically to the music stand, which is folded up and put away? This lighting is probably appalling. Oh, thank goodness. I got very attached to this, you know. I need to put some better washi tape on it. That's gone manking. I did it because my boyfriend has an identical stylus and I just didn't want to get them mixed up. I don't know why. I mean, they're the same. I go through the tips really more than he does because I write a lot more with it. Oh my gosh, you know you're not fully awake, don't you? When you're looking everywhere for your iPad to pack it. And actually, you're watching the news on it right now. I'm back. And look, my boyfriend has gifted me his dishwasher tablets. He keeps buying them thinking that they are for the washing machine, as in clothes washing machine, but his loss is my gain. He says he's got another whole brand new pack of 50 at home. So he's given me these, so thank you very much to IB. In other news, my letter's come back. You know, I had my breast exam, my first ever post-50 breast exam. I vlogged that. I'll leave a link in the description to that vlog and I'll link it in the end screen as well. So if you're interested in the process, don't worry, I didn't get too graphic. I didn't film in the actual squishy, squashy, machiny bit, but I talked about what happened. So if that's of interest to you to demystify the process, feel free to go and check that out. But yeah, I've had my letter back. I wasn't worried about it. It's come back clear. No problems there. And I've got a leaflet with it, which is talking about how to check your breasts and that. I'll just do that in case anybody would like to actually pause and read that to get a little bit informed. And I'll do it there as well. I'm wondering if I should put a light on. Hang on. Will this be better or worse? There we are. So there we go. I'll just pop that there for anybody who wants to read that stuff. So that as well. And that as well. Apparently after 70 you don't get the invitation anymore, but if you want one, you can still have one. You just have to ask, I gather. You can ask for an appointment by contacting your local breast screening centre. So there you go. Now, you might be thinking, you're a bit full of beans, Imo, given that you've got 2 auditions today. You're facing 2 bouts of terror. Shouldn't you be a bit more downbeat? Well, for a few days now, quite a few days, I've been researching about getting an iPad Pro for music reading specifically and using with my Good Notes app, reading the end results of the notes that I've taken and organised on a music stand, you see? So it's a professional thing. I've been thinking about it. I've been watching tutorials on the different apps and on the iPad iPad, I've been researching, and sometimes I need to sleep on things, and I've slept on it for 2 or 3 days, and I just woke up this morning with a great clarity of mind. I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna get a tablet of another brand because you can get Android ones and they're considerably less expensive. I'm gonna get a refurbed one. I'm not gonna get a new one. I'm gonna get a second-hand one. For me personally, I think it is worth that cost to be able to have the same functionality as all my other Apple devices, because I'm an Apple girl and some people love them, some people hate them. I don't think there's a right, wrong. I don't think they're necessarily better, but they do suit me. I just like the way they work. So that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm probably gonna have to spend £250 to £300 more to get an Apple device rather than an Android, but I think over the years that I'm going to use it, you know, it's going to be worth it in the long run, and it's a business purchase, absolutely. It's 100% for my music work. So I've done a little bit of researching, and Kex in Cardiff has one in stock that will do for me. Now apparently, normally with iPads, you know, previous ones to these, you can't upgrade your storage capacity in it, you know, so you've got to think carefully about how much storage you're going to need because it might fill up. But apparently with these, you can actually use the USB port, and plug in an external hard drive. So you can massively increase your capacity, which is amazing. So there's one in stock, it's 128 gigabytes, if that means anything to you. It doesn't mean much to me, I just know that they come in much bigger ones, and originally I was thinking, no, I should get more because I don't want to have to be deleting stuff off it, you know. But I generally only want it for PDFs and the GoodNotes app, so yeah, hopefully it should be enough. They got one in stock, it's under £500. I'm going down to Cardiff, basically. I'm going down earlier than I otherwise was going to, and I'm going to get, hopefully, that, and then go to uni and fit a bit of lunch in at some point between getting that and warming up for my audition. Right. I can't believe it. Oh, I really hope it's left. I really hope it's still there. It's an M1 chip as well, if that means anything to anybody. Faster than the previous ones, basically. Right. I'm gonna go and try and do that. Look at that weather. Oh my goodness. I was able to leave my coat and my umbrella at home today based on what I read on my weather app. This is very unlike me, but I got on the train with all the intentions to get my laptop out, get editing, get some work done, and I just found myself just relaxing. And I thought, well, this feels quite nice. This is probably quite good for me. So that's all I've been doing for the whole commute so far. And I've enjoyed it, and it's fine because I'm ahead. It's okay. I can't get over this beautiful weather. Oh, there's another lovely smell. I keep smelling lovely smells. It's people's perfumes, I think. Well, I do hope I can get this iPad Pro. I do hope they have it in stock because, you know, second-hand shop, it's not like they got shelves full of them. So fingers crossed for me, because the ones I saw on Amazon over the last few days were a lot more expensive than that one. Like £100 more, you know. Why is it whenever I get my camera out, a great gust of wind comes? This is very gusty right now. Oh, this is looking very quiet and tidy and neat. What's going on here? I'd have thought people would be outside today because it's such nice weather. Maybe the wind is putting them off. I'm trying to remember the best walking route to Kex, and I think it's this way. I don't know why I came over so calm on the train. You wouldn't think it with 2 auditions. I think it was the calmness of having come to the decision about the iPad, to be honest. Oh, I had envisaged myself coming and having some lunch in Costa after making my purchase, assuming I can manage to make it. But look, it's all closed for renovation. I have to find another one. Oh, there's a group of school kids coming all in 2s with supervisors. Oh, ouch. Well, that's not the one I was looking at, but that's £975. So the one I was looking at was less than 500, but I don't know if it was genuine info. It's 875. That's more than I was going to spend as well. I think I shall ask an assistant. Oh, what a bummer. Well, I've come outside now, and it has been a good opportunity for me to see the size of them. They are pretty big and definitely good enough for reading sheet music off. That one there is £1,075, but it's way more storage than I'm probably going to need. That's 512 gig. That's 875, that one. Oh, they've got a Remarkable in there. Look, I was thinking for a long time about getting the Remarkable, but they're very expensive and they're only really useful for one thing, which is using for notes. So I'm just using my GoodNotes app, and I've got like a paper-likey sort of surface cover on my screen, and it makes it have a greater amount of friction, so it's not all slipping and sliding everywhere when you try and write on it. So I'm happy that I did that and didn't go for a remarkable little Rode mic there, 45 quid. They advised that I buy it on Kex online because they can use stock from all over the country that way. I have an hour and 20 minutes until I need to be at uni, so I'm going to get some lunch. It's early enough, but they still have mac and cheese in Costa, and thank you so much to Christopher because I had a PayPal donation specifically for mac and cheese, so thank you so much. This was on you. I always fancy those iced tarts there with the cherry. Well, here it is, so thank you so much, Christopher. That smells absolutely lush. And I've also got an Americano decaf with soya milk. Oh yeah, oh, and I'm not filming that right. It's gone all over my thumb. I can't believe I'm treating myself before the audition. I don't normally do this, but I don't know why. I was just in a kind of decadent, me-timey sort of special time mood today, just randomly. I will definitely go on Kex online anyway, and I'll have a look at those iPads when I get home, I think, because I'm in the mood now to just get on and get it. I want to scan all my music in, be done with carrying folders around, and I'll probably get clean copies and re-annotate the ones because I've got pencil scribbles all over my music I'm using at the moment, and I'd like to redo it in stylus pen because then I can edit it then. Otherwise it's just going to look messy. Well, I just sat in Costa, and when I'd eaten my mac and cheese, I actually went on Kex online on my phone and bought the iPad I want. It was $525, which is still less than it was on Amazon the last time I looked. So I was pleased with that. I don't quite know when it's being delivered, but it wasn't available to collect locally enough. But I can't believe I did that. That's very uncharacteristic. Just paid with Apple Pay. I'm not used to buying things on my phone, must admit. Anyway, heading to uni now. Woohoo. First audition is a jazz one, and I don't know if I've ever done a jazz audition ever in my whole life. I don't know what they're going to think of me and my rather unique approach to things, but I'm just going to go in and be myself and see what happens. And I've got a bit of a break, like, I don't know, maybe an hour, 40 minutes, something like that, and then I've got my contemporary music group audition, and this is something I was in last year, but it starts afresh every year, so you've got to re-audition. I actually know the person that's auditioning for this one because he's the one that conducted it all last year, so I don't know if it's worse doing an audition for somebody you do know or somebody you don't know, or maybe I'll tell you at the end of the day when I've done both. Well, I'm in a practice room. It's not actually the one I booked. The one I booked is next door and somebody's in there, but I'm early. I'm like quarter of an hour early or something like that. I must admit, I've been feeling very grateful that I haven't been racked with nerves all day, but now I've got that iPad business out of the way. I think they might be starting to creep in a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, that's slipping down. Naughty gimbal. I can hear saxophonists warming up and stuff. Anyway, right, I'm going to have a little bit of a play. I've got to admit, my stomach is full of mac and cheese at the moment. I'm sure it will have gone down in time for the auditions. Okay, I've warmed up. I've done the beast of warm-ups, and I hope that stands me in good stead. The room is just that, it's literally opposite this practice room. This isn't the one I booked, actually. Somebody was in the one I booked, it's right next door, and this was empty. So I thought, well, I'll come in here, and then if I get chucked out, I'll go knock on there, and I haven't got chucked out, so it's been fine. How's the nerves? Fairly steady. Don't feel too shaky like normally I'd be like absolutely going crazy, but I think I'm more in my comfort zone with this because I'm just improvising a lot of it. Right, wish me luck. I'm going in 10 minutes. I'm actually going to put my flute away, take some deep breaths, drink some water, get into the zone, man, get into the zone. Hi, okay, I've done my jazz audition and it went okay. It was very informal, nice chap, and I have got in. Yeah. It went better than I thought it would because I thought I'd be more nervous and make more mistakes, but I was just fine. Yeah, and I improvised along with imaginary backing in my head, and he seemed a bit surprised at this notion, but he was like, okay, yep, okay. So there we are. So I got less than an hour of torture left now for the next one, which is an entirely more complicated piece, which I'm a bit nervous about. The thing is with these pieces is when you get nervous about them and you try to play them, the nerves kick in. You do mess them up a lot, and then you get even more kind of demoralised about it and even more nervous. So I'm loathed to even play through it at all, but I think I will read through it, deliberately play under the tempo, try and make sure I don't mess up and lose my nerve. Oh, this is going down again. Right, I better get on with that. 20 minutes to go. Whoa. Something wrong with this music. This is my piece that I'm doing, by the way. As long as I just slow these bits down. Look at my ridiculous yellow markings. The problem is I just can't read it as fast as it goes. So I'm just trying to direct my eye to these sort of 1 of every 8. The sort of, at least if I can get to those, I can remember the rest. You know, it's like a step each time. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I just need to stop playing now, I think, and have a little bit of a rest. But it's hard to rest when you're feeling restless, if you know what I mean. I don't normally get this from Greg's, but I'm getting one. Treat is needed after that big trauma, I can tell you. No, it was fine, actually. I'll tell you about it in a minute. I'm back home. Yay! When I said I'm going to tell you in a minute, I meant in a minute for you, not in a minute for me. So I've done my commute home. I caved in and I ate rather a lot of biscuits and a packet of crisps on the train. So the need for dinner is not as immediately pressing as it was. I just came over starving. Do you know what? When I get stage fright these days, ever since May, when I did my recital, one of the symptoms of it is extreme thirst. And I only get it when I've got the fight or flight thing regards to performing. It's really strange. I had it at a gig and I had it again today, and I had it at my recital that I had to do that was assessed last year. I drank so much water over the 2 hours between, you know, getting into that practice room and leaving today. I drank and drank and drank and drank and drank. And then I was still thirsty when I came out, absolutely gasping. And I treated myself to that can of Coke, as you may see. So how did it go? Well, as you know, I got into the jazz one. That was easy because there was only one flute auditioning, so I was in. Yay, that simplified things. The other one was the contemporary music ensemble, and he didn't do the sight reading test on me, and I think it might be because I was in the ensemble last year, so he knows what my sight reading level is already like. So, you know, it just would have been taking up time that he could have used to press on with the next person, basically, because nobody wants to be held up when they've got an audition, because it's nerve-wracking, you know, you just want to get it over with once you're standing outside in the corridor waiting to go in. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it was very pleasant. I did mess up one bit. I really messed up. I tell you what, once you've got a bit of nerves jangling around in you, you do the most stupid things. Well, I do. I just forgot to breathe before starting one of the hardest phrases in the whole piece. So I ran out of air. First of all, what happens is you mess up if you're running out low on air because your oxygen's dropping and you don't focus properly, and then so that went. So I just said, oh, I'm just going to start that bit again, and he chuckled, and then I did, and then it was all right. Yeah, there's a couple of little blobby bits here and there, but it was okay overall. So I know that I'm a good enough level to get into it, and he's had me all last year anyway in the ensemble, so he knows what my level is, you know, give or take the odd bum note in an audition. He knows what I can do and what I can't do. So I know I'm good enough to get in, but it just depends on how many people are applying because there are limited spaces. So there we are. Right, so that's that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do some desky bits and then I'm going to cook some dinner. Well, no idea what I'm cooking tonight. I just threw random things in the pan that needed using up. There's aubergine, celery and frozen mushrooms, frozen prawns, because I am just going mad for prawns at the moment because my daughter's not here. And I can cook them and not worry too much about her having a flare-up because of, you know, sniffing up the prawny air. There's chilli, there's a ginger, potato, half a potato. The seasoning, ras el hanout, I'm guessing the pronunciation on that. Cumin seeds, whole ones, because I'm just cooking for me. Nobody's going to complain. There's whole seeds in there, so I'm going for it. Turmeric, it has anti-inflammatory properties, I am told. Ground cumin, because hey, you know, why just settle for seeds when you can have ground as well? Lemon juice, soy sauce, and that's it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like if you happen to like it, and I'll see you in the next video.